Hello, I welcome you all back to today's lesson. We continue from where we ended yesterday. Tonight's lesson is very simple and I believe you are going to understand. So, I want to thank everyone that participated in yesterday's week. That was really awesome. The answers that I received were encouraging, which is a sign that a lot of people are understanding what we are discussing, what we are talking about. Today we start looking at the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. So let's talk about the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. How do you get to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix? So what I'm going to do is that, let's say you are given, this is a matrix which you are given this matrix 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the matrix which you are given, and you are told to find the inverse of this matrix. How can you find the inverse of this matrix? The first thing you need to do is to find the determinant. So you need to find the determinant of A. Then finding the determinant, I explained this yesterday, so I'm going to be very fast on this because I believe everyone understood. We are able to work out that. So the determinant, what you are going to do is this. You say major diagonal 2 times 4, it's 8, minus, what is 1 times 3? It is 3. So in this case, the determinant we get is what? Is 5. So the determinant of this matrix, the matrix which is here, it is what? It is 5. After you find the determinant now, you can now find its inverse by using this formula. So which formula do we use? We say A inverse. So any question that will come in this manner, A to the power negative 1, it can be a matrix given, can be M, then you are told that M to the power negative 1. It is just the same as you are told to find the inverse. It is just one and the same thing. So how do you get to find the inverse? Say inverse is equal to, you say 1 over the determinant. So determinant of what? Determinant of A. Then you do this. The matrix which is given, it is 2, 1, 3, and 4, like this. So this is the formula for the determinant. This is the formula that you need to use. Then you start substituting. So how do you substitute from here? You say, this is what you are going to say. A inverse is equal to 1 over, what's the determinant? The determinant is 5. Then you just do this. After doing this, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? So I explained yesterday, what do we call this? What is that? That is the major diagonal. So what you need to know about the major diagonal is that these positions are going to change. The 4 will go on top. The 2 comes down here. This is what is going to happen. Then these are in the what? These are in the minor diagonal. This is the minor diagonal. So this minor diagonal, what changes are signs. So this one here, we talk of signs. So minor diagonal, we talk of signs. So you talk of signs. Major diagonal, it's positions. So you understand this. It's what? Position. So if it is a negative, it becomes a positive. If it is a positive, it becomes a negative. So this is a positive, it will become a negative. So negative 3. This is a positive, becomes a negative, like this. This is the what? The inverse. You are done. So I just want you to be reaching or leaving the answers at this stage. This is the stage at which you need to be leaving your answer. If you want, or it is just the same as you do this, you start multiplying. 1 times 4, it is 4. Then the denominator follows 5. 1 times 3, it's negative 3 over 5. 1 times negative 5, it is negative 5. 1 times negative 1, it is negative 1 over 5. 1 times 2, it is 2 over 5. You do this. So your answer can be this. You can leave your answer in this state or here. So these are answers that you get to find. If you want, you can leave your answer here. There is no problem. They will still mark you. The answer can be this one, or the answer can be this other one. So you can have two answers. If you want, you can leave it here. If you want, you can leave it there. There is no problem. The choice is yours. But these are the procedures that you need to follow, and these are the steps that you need to get and understand. So I just want you to know these procedures or these methods that I've done. Now, how is a question going to come in your exams? Let us look at an example how questions will be coming in your exams. So this is how questions will be coming in your exams. So let us look at an example how questions will be coming in your exams. I believe this is paper 2. You are able to testify with me. These are questions you are going to find in your exam. So let's say you are given this question saying that given that, this is a question, given that m is equal to x minus 1, 2, negative 1, 4. You are given something like that. Given that m is equal to that. The first question you are given, find x if determinant of m is 10. This is the question 1. The next question is that hence find m to the power negative 1, like this. This is how questions will be coming. Have you seen the way this question is? So you need to make sure that you understand it this way. So I'm just going to give you one method or one question in which you are going to learn how you can answer different questions. So let us revise through this. Let us see how we can answer this question. So how can you answer this question? You follow the methods which I was giving you. The first one, this is what we covered yesterday. This is what we covered yesterday, and I believe you are able to follow through. You are able to see all the procedures that need to be done. So how can you go about this? How can you go about this? How can you go about this? This is what you get to do. The first question, you say solutions. So what are we going to do? The first question, you find is saying m is equal to, you do this. This is x minus 1. This is 2. Negative 1, that is 4. Don't forget the question. The question is telling us to find the value of x if the determinant of that is 10. If the determinant is what? If the determinant is 10. How can we answer that one? This is the what? Major diagonal. You are going to say 4 open bracket x minus 1. Since these are two of them, so you write like this, so that you start multiplying. Then you say minus minor diagonal. In the minor diagonal, we've got 2 times negative 1. You do this, which is equal to what? Which is equal to the determinant. What determinant are we having? The determinant we are given in the question, it is 10. So you put your 10 there. This is what you are going to do. The determinant is 10. Then you start multiplying. 4 times x, it is 4x. 4 times 1, it is negative 4. You say negative. Then 2 times negative 1, it's negative 2. You do this, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 10. You say 4x minus 4. Negative times negative, it is positive 2. Which is equal to what? Which is equal to 10. So these are the simple procedures that you need to do. These are steps that you need to put into consideration. So let's make sure that we follow these. We understand each and every step. You work out this. This is 4x. What is negative 4 plus 2? It is negative 2. Have you seen? Which is equal to what? Which is equal to 10. This is an equation now. I believe no one is behind on this. This is an equation. What do we do there? What's the next thing? You say 4x is equal to 10. When this one goes outside, it's plus 2. So this is 4x is equal to 12. You do that. Is equal to 12. You divide both sides by 4. You divide both sides by 4. 4 cancelled. You remain with x. X is equal to what? You just conclude. What is 4 in x? 4 into 12. Therefore, x is equal to what? 3. This is your answer. X is what? X is 3. That's how you get to find your x. So you need to do all these procedures that I've done here. These are simple procedures that you need to do. So let's make sure that we check through these methods that I'm doing. We go through all the procedures that I'm doing. These are simple procedures, and I believe you cannot fail these. These ones are very simple. Then we go to the next question. Our next question. This is our next question. The question is saying find m to the power negative 1. It is just the same as you are taught to find the inverse. You are taught to find the inverse. So how can you answer that one? How can you find the inverse? How can you find the inverse? This is what you are going to do. You are just going to do this. You say the m which is given. What is the m? The m which is given is this one. This is x minus 1. We've got a 2 there, negative 1, then a 4 there. You do this. This is what you are given. You know the value of x, isn't it? Yes, we know. You say m is equal to, what is x? X is 3 minus 1. You put 2 there, put negative 1, put 4 there. So this is just the same as what? M is equal to 2, negative 1, then a 4 there. This is what we are having. So with this now, you put your what? You put your formula now. You just need to write your formula there. So, okay, what's our formula? What's our formula? Our formula is M inverse is equal to, M inverse is equal to what? What's our formula? What's our formula? 1 over the determinant of M. You say open bracket. This is over. You've got 2, negative 1, then 4. You do that. Then finally, you put your answer like this. You say now, M inverse is equal to 1 over. What is our determinant? We were given in the question the determinant. Check for the determinant. Oh, yes. The determinant is here. The determinant is what? 10. So you put your 10 there. You put your 10 there. You go check. You go check. The determinant is 10. You put your 10 there. You do this. Then what did I tell you? This is the major diagonal. What happens to the major diagonal? Position will change. So a 4 goes there, a 2 comes here. What happens to the minor diagonal? What will happen to the minor diagonal? Signs will change. This is a negative, it will become a positive. This 2 is a positive, so it becomes a negative 2. Like this. This is your what? This is your answer. So due to confusion that a lot of people get to have on this, I'm going to leave it here so that we can understand this. But if you really want to leave your answer at a final stage, which is not a limit to you, you can leave it here. This is just one and the same thing. You can leave your answer here. There is no problem. You just say, oh, you do this. You start multiplying. What is 1 times 4? You say 4 over 10. Then what is 1 times 1? The 1 which is there. So you say 1 times 1, it is 1. Over what? Over 10. 1 times negative 2, it's negative 2 over 10. 1 times 2, it is 2 over 10, like that. So you can leave it there. But leaving it here now, you know that there is a number which can go into 4 and 10. There is a number. So you can now further reduce that to another answer now, where you are going to say that the final answer will be like this. 2 there, it is 2. 2 there, it is 5. So it's 2 over 5. That's the answer. There, you cannot reduce it 1 over 10. You just leave it like that. 2 there, it is 1. 2 there, it is 5. Negative 1 over 5. 2 there, it is 1. So negative 1 over 5. You do this. So this is your answer. You can leave it here like this. This is how you get to answer that one. So these are the procedures that you need to follow. These are the procedures that I want you to know and understand. So like I told you, today's lesson is very simple. You just need to know this, then we are done. So let me give you now a question that I want you to practice. Let me now give you an exam question that you are going to practice. I see if you've understood so far on the determinant and the inverse. Thank you so much. Let me give you now the exercise. I see how we are going to answer it, how we are going to perform in the exercise. So I'll just give you 2 questions that I want you to try. Just 2 questions that I want you to answer. So these are the questions. This is the exercise. So let me do this. So exercise. This is the exercise. This is the exercise that I want you to answer. Question 1. So question 1. So even as I write, you also write. Say, given that m is equal to x 2 4 8, like this, find, question A, find value of x if m is a singular matrix. If M is a singular matrix, you do that. The other question, which is question B is saying, hence find M inverse if x is equal to 2. This is the first question. Hope you are able to see. So these questions will require you a bit to think, as you can see, but these are simple questions as long as you've understood how we answered those questions. So this is question 1. I want you to answer this, and I want you to practice this question. This is the question that I want you to answer. Then question number 2. The second question that I want you to answer is this one. Given that h is equal to, this is another question. Given that h is equal to, so h is equal to, let me say, x minus 2. Then here we've got 8, 1. Then we've got negative 1 here. This is the question which you are given. So let me try to do this. Let me bring the 1 here. Then x minus 2 to be there, like this. So find value of x if determinant This is determinant. Determinant of h is 4. This is the question. Is what? Is 4. Determinant is 4. Then the other question, question B, hence find the inverse of h. So these are simple questions, and I don't want you to waste a lot of time on these. These ones are very simple, and I believe you can answer them within 15 minutes. You can answer these two questions within 15 minutes. So let's see how we are going to practice this. These are the questions that I had for you. Let's see how we can handle this, how we can answer them. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for the answers. This is lesson 2 under matrices, and we've learned on how to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. All these matrices we are dealing with, all these are 2 by 2 matrices. This is a 2 by 2, and all of them that we covered even in lesson 1, all of them are 2 by 2 matrices. So this is how we are going to see how far we can go with this. Let's see how we are going to answer this question. So these are the questions. I'm waiting for the answers. Hope you've written them. These are the questions. Let's see how we are going to answer this. Thank you so much.